On the 1st of September, World Bank Group President David Malpass met with Vice President of Nigeria, Yemi Osinbajo of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. President Malpass and Vice President Osinbajo discussed Nigeria's energy transition plan. Malpass welcomed Nigeria's commitment to achieving universal energy access and reducing emissions while maintaining reliable base loads. Malpass also emphasized the importance of integrating climate and development, as well as the need for an enabling policy and regulatory environment alongside strengthened institutions in the energy sector. I think we got a tweet from Malpass where he stated a list of a number of things that he wanted the Nigerian government to work on, which included unifying exchange rates, stabilizing exchange rates, and also getting rid of subsidies as well. That's okay, we don't have that tweet, but hopefully we put that up. Joining us to discuss further, Aderopo Raphael, who is a manager of economic research and planning at FDC, Financial Derivatives Company Limited. You are very welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I guess let's start with that. Vice President Osinbajo meeting with David Malpass, and we should have that tweet any moment now. But I want you to get your take on what they discussed.
Well, it's a wonderful development from the two participants in the meeting. However, what interests me most is the issue of having a unified exchange rate system.
Yeah.
Of course, we know that there is no any economy in the world that will developed that will have a sound, stabilized exchange rate system managing a multiple exchange rate regime. So adopting a unified exchange rate system will help to achieve such level of stability. In terms of having a multiple exchange rate regime, there are certain problems that are associated with it. Most importantly is the issue of increased opportunities of arbitrage, which necessarily lead to hyperinflation. So we know the situation of the country now, even though it is a kind of a global issue, talking about rising rates of inflation. But we need to still ensure that we have a unified exchange rate system.
Okay, let's put up, actually we just had that, we did get the tweet up, so let's put it back up. Yeah, so it says, productive meeting today with Vice President Osinbajo of Nigeria. Good talks on the importance of exchange rate unification and stabilization. Also, I want to get your take, phasing out fuel subsidies, and then he says Nigeria's energy transition and integrating climate and development. It's interesting that Osinbajo went there for power to talk about energy transition, but Malpass ranked exchange rates and fuel subsidies as 1 and 2 before getting to any transition. I'm guessing you're in the same camp of other analysts who say subsidies need to go.
Yeah, subsidy is having a subsidy removal is a good thing to do right now. However, what will be the impact, especially on the poor section of the society, the household,
price of fuels, right?
The price of fuel. Just imagine today if the price of fuel is increased from say 190 naira to 200 naira. What will be the impact of the household? So if the government is considering removing the fuel subsidy, then there should be an accompanying policy interventions, such as household welfare improvement packages that will help to cushion the negative effect of the subsidy removal.
Anyway, if they remove it, you might see fuel way higher than 200. I want to get to Flutterwave and the switching process, the switching license that they got from the central bank. What does this mean for them?
It implies a lot in terms of deepening their operations, because people now have a confidence in the firm that, look, this particular firm is now becoming a reliable, a well-known fintech industry. So because of increase in the consumer, what's being called?
Transactions?
Not really transactions, but confidence.
Okay.
In terms of improvement in the consumer confidence, we expect that there will be more investment, more trading, more transactions that will be flowing into that Flutterwave platform. You
think it will help deepen the operation of fintechs
very well
in the country?
Yes, very well.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. What about does the approval though, in any way, shape, or form, threaten banks?
Yes. In fact, fintech industry is one of the greatest biggest competitors that the banking industry is facing nowadays because of the level of technological advancement, innovative financial services that they offer. So, however, that still have a kind of opportunity. It presents a kind of opportunity for the bank to also follow the same suit. What I mean here that the bank need not necessarily panic over the advancement attained by the fintech industry. They can work together collaboratively.
That was my next question, whether or not we would see collaboration versus competition in the space.
It's very possible. Yeah. It's a realistic step. They can work together collaboratively.
As far as digitization of financial services is, why do you think fintechs are perceived to be taking the lead there?
Yeah, because of the level of financial innovative services they offer. We have a lot of the process, the transaction process is very easy, cost effective, unlike the banks. And the mode of access, wherever you are, be it in rural area, urban areas, just name it, you have easy access to their services. Unlike banks that sometimes you have to walk long distance to have access to their services. So that alone puts fintech industry at the front lines of the financial landscape in the country.
What about headwinds that's facing them?
There are a lot, especially in time of complying with the government regulations. Like yesterday when the CBN finally approved the license for the flood service, you see how happy the management was. Yeah, because it's starting to be an easy task. So complying with government regulations is a big task.
I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
And in addition, also, you look at the issue of security breach.
Right.
Yeah.
Cyber attacks.
Yeah. So they need to look into some of those areas.
Celebrating getting a license.
It's an important milestone achieved so far. One of the most important milestones.
It is. But as far as your outlook for fintech, because look, what are the financial inclusion angle, right? In terms of the fact that we still have a healthy number of Nigerians that are unbanked or underbanked between the fintechs and the banks, and even the telcos. We can bring in the telcos because there's the payment service bank licenses that the central bank has also given out to the likes of MTN, Nigeria, Airtel, and all that. Yeah. So, can we arrest this financial inclusion mission, or rather, not arrest? Can we boost it? Are you optimistic about that?
Very, very optimistic.
Yeah.
In a very limited short time, we see a drastic change in the level of people who have access to financial services, especially through the telco service and others.
Okay, well, look, wait, sorry, one more question. When you have less than a minute to go, the infrastructure challenges, does that not play a role in connectivity for
it plays
digital services?
That reminds me the level of preparedness that the country have attained in time of 5G.
Yeah.
So such infrastructures is very, very important in time of boosting the fintech industry.
Well, so we're optimistic, and we hope to see more of these licenses handed out and more of these companies doing switching. Raphael Aderopo with Financial Derivatives Company Limited, we thank you for joining us. Appreciate your time very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're watching the Global Business Report here on Arise News. We'll have more after the break. We talk Netflix and their engineers. Do stay tuned.